Right, hello. Today, obviously, we did a passing session. This session was led by Tom, the mentor coach, and I did one of the drills just before the match. There was a bit of technical issues when we was recording this, so you missed the first part of the session when I bring them in and I'm telling them what to do. I've given a demonstration of what the skill needed to be doing. Who's doing passing, so gave some more demonstration of inside step and how to control it and what they should be doing, looking up before passing, putting a name on it, and I let them to get on with it. And they started passing the ball around, looking for space. I then brought them in and told them that a lot of you lot was not really passing the ball the way you should have been doing. There was more just knocking it to the side, and there wasn't really actually focused on the key points. So I then gave another demonstration on what they should be doing and showed them that knocking just when receiving the ball and flicking it into someone who's into space is not actually the best thing, because they began to realise that because previously in earlier drills they spoke about if just flicking it off and your defenders can come pick it up and you won't actually go to your partner, so make sure you put enough power behind it so your partner or one of your teammates can come pick up the ball. I then gave them feedback on what they needed to do to improve it and how and what else they and some more key coaching points. I let them get on with the session, allowed them to do some more passing. As you can see in this drill, developmental part of my philosophy, I let the kids who weren't really used to, who haven't perhaps turned up as much as the other ones and probably didn't have the ability, they were just more standing around and probably moving side to side when passing the ball, where the rest of them actually did what the drill was looking for them to pass and move into space and receive the ball back. This definitely shows the developmental side of my coaching. I also stopped them this time and told them that I wanted to hear them shouting and putting a name on it. So if I wanted the ball, I told them make sure you call for it loud and clear. We also talked about the many different ways of calling for a ball, where you can just use your hands if you don't want the defender to hear you call for the ball. I think this was very good. As you can hear, some of the lads in the group were definitely shouting and calling for them. You could actually hear it on the camera in recording. I then called them in and give them feedback on what they're doing and how we can improve it. I then progressed the session further by trying to tell them, as you can see, I bring them in and I show them that this time, instead of just passing the ball around in our little area, we're going to, every time I blow the whistle, we have to switch play. This is very good because we're not just going to, in a football match, we're not just going to be in a small little area passing the ball around and no one's going to do it. We may have to knock the ball into another area or give the ball to some of our other teammates who are on the other side of the pitch. I think this went well, but the feedback that I got off the coach was that maybe I progressed it a bit too fast for some of them. For some of them, as you can see, there was one kid in there who didn't really understand what he was doing, and maybe I should have broken it down for him, or perhaps let's take him and some of the other ones who weren't really finding the skill, who was really just finding passing the ball between each other, passing the ball into each other, get them and put them into the side and make the rest of the group who were finding it easier, do the skills that I wanted them to do. I then bring the group in and get feedback on them on what the key points of passing was and how they are meant to pass, and therefore the developmental side of my coaching, all of them did understand it, and all of them gave me the right answers. Even the ones who were perhaps the best technically, they understood why and how they had to pass correctly.